Hey everyone, Ben here. Now I found myself shaken and stirred by Chris Rogers' latest Formula 4 race video from Watkins Glen, to the extent to which I had to have a lie down afterwards. If you haven't seen it, there's some chopped up clips running in the background now, which Chris kindly gave me. But when we're done here, go and watch it in its entirety. There's a link in the description. I promise you won't be disappointed. But what's immediately obvious already is that the driving standards here are a mess, and these are 2K strength of field splits. You'd be justified in expecting better. But I think I know why they're a mess. It's not because people can't drive the F4 car, it's not because this is a particularly challenging car and track combination. I think it's because too many sim racers lack a vital quality when it comes to racecraft and ultimately realising the underlying speed that they might have. Patience. Patience to wait for the right time to mount an overtake, patience to accept that if there's an incident ahead, you might need to slow down a bit, patience to accept that if you've made a mistake and you need to rejoin, you have to wait until it's safe to do so. Now look, everybody makes mistakes and we can all be guilty of getting too caught up in the moment and driving rashly. But Chris's video suggests this is happening on an almost industrial scale in some iRacing series. A pandemic of impatience which is ruining races right, left and centre. Formula 4 races are 20 minutes long on iRacing. For at least the first half of the race, you have time on your side to make moves for position, or if you've had an accident, to claw back time and positions over the course of the race. Chris himself manages to do this in one of his sessions, claiming back 11 positions having been dumped to the back of the grid on lap 1. And this has nothing to do with driving too slowly or cautiously. You can very easily exercise controlled aggression and patience at the same time. And if you do, then you're overwhelmingly more likely to get better sim racing results, and you're dramatically less likely to kill half the field in the process. What makes it even more bewildering is the penalties for getting damage in iRacing are very severe, more so than in lots of other sims. And yet seemingly this does not act as a deterrent for reckless driving. Maybe it's the fact that the F4 series gives everybody a fast repair, allowing them to teleport back to the pits and get straight back on with their race. Whatever it is, ultimately there's simply no excuse for rejoining across a live track as you're seeing on screen now. If you've dropped the car, stay still, use your relative board and mirrors and move when the track is clear. Is it painful to watch more places slip away as cars pass you? Of course it is, but it's less painful than smashing into more drivers, ending your race completely and the races of countless others in the process. Now this kind of thing can seriously undermine the enjoyment of sim racing for lots and lots of people, and it's totally unnecessary. Partly because of this kind of thing, I tend to treat online sprint races in the same way you might treat a 6-hour plus endurance race. I prioritise getting my car home in one piece, and I take pride in ensuring I get as few incident points as possible. I won't always get it right, nobody does, but Chris's video reminded me that if we all displayed just a little bit more patience on track, we'd probably all enjoy our online racing a bit more. To see exactly what I'm talking about firsthand, go and watch Chris's video in full. But be warned, it's not for the faint of heart.